Thanks for watching us tonight. What the debt deal means to you, that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points.
You just thought the debate was over, but in reality, it's only just begun.
All is well? Well, not exactly.
On the right, it is that the Obama administration and the Democrats are simply bankrupting the country. And on the left, the new spin is that Republicans are extorting the country.
House Speaker John Boehner said he got 98% of what he wanted in the debt deal.
And that big mess they just put us through, that was supposed to bolster the markets, right? Solve some of our economic problems.
Every economic metric we have is down. What's gone wrong here, and how bad is it?
This debt ceiling deal is essentially telling an economy that has just been run over by a car that now it needs to lay down in the road again so we can back up over it and run it over a second time.
It's comparing fake numbers against fake numbers so that everyone can claim to be cutting the deficit and cutting the budget when none of that is really going on.
The country is in economic peril. So obvious.
Because they don't have any jobs.
Thanks to Obama.
The United States may be about to head into a double-dip recession. Our economy, which has been coming back from the horrible Wall Street disaster since early 2009, may be now starting to crater again. Eek.
At the rate we're creating jobs, we're not even creating them fast enough to keep up with the number of people entering the labor force, never mind the 14 million people that were unemployed because of the Great Recession.
The problem is obviously spending.
A spending jihad like the Democrats want to sustain.
Do you see that way?
I do.
Maybe now that the Cold War is over, we will stop spending all of this money on defense.
Not so fast.
And the president believes in big government. He believes in growing this economy by growing government.
He's out of touch.
I don't know that he's out of touch as much as it's just a hypocrisy.
I think he wants to do a socialistic number.
Unfortunately, virtually everything that President Obama and his appointees believe in is a kind of bureaucratic socialism. The challenge here is you have a very left-wing president who
let me stop you then.
believes in a set of things that were repudiated in 2010.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Hang on, let me just ask you something. What is duplicitous or hypocritical about saying that people who have benefited from life and business in this great country should pay their fair share if you're going to cut entitlements, Social Security, Medicare,
We're not cutting
for those who are most vulnerable in the society?
Even though the rich are richer now than they've ever been in American history, and they are taking home a larger slice of American total income than they have since 1928, nevertheless, they're not going to pay their fair share.
Now, I really hope and pray we're not becoming Greece. That's the point. America will be Greece if you have your way.
Ideology aside, I mean, the market is speaking right now, and the market is saying, look, the central problem of this economy is not the debt. The central problem with the economy is joblessness and low wages and lack of growth.
Here's my take, and tell me if I'm wrong.
Wait until you hear this one.
This president is more interested in his celebrity status than solving the problems we face as a nation.
Doggone it.
Yeah.
Got to get rid of this class warfare business.
I brought it up again and again and again because it was important.
Is there a difference when your side refuses to compromise? Apparently there is.
You see a little disconnect here?
No, I'm just amazed at you tonight. I don't get this at all.
Because, well, it's more fun and better TV.
Blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all talk and no real action.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding, Governor. All right.
What an extraordinary moment that was. I mean, it was tear-jerking.
Look, I try to be very understanding and, yes, even forgiving about what some people have to do to make a living. I mean, look what I'm doing. Who am I to get all judgmental about how you make a buck?
Most of the folks usually just don't really follow this. It's hard to follow. It's boring to some extent.
There is citizen activism. It's on the right against spending.
The mushy, wimpy moderates that think any compromise is a great for. We got to compromise. We got to get the deal in. These are people that don't have principles or guiding principles. And this is why the Tea Party is so popular, is because they stood on their principles.
The little puppet wise guy said, I would have slapped that puppet.
There's no reason to assume that the Republicans are going to change their mind. In fact, I think they're going to be even more dug in.
The economy we have right now is going to be the economy that we have come Election Day, because we're not going to get anything done in the Congress in the next 16, 18 months.
It virtually guarantees that the entire 2012 election and everything from this point forward is going to be about spending and the size of the government.
And as well it should be. As well it should be.
I tell you, 2012 cannot come soon enough.
Again, thanks for watching us tonight. I am Bill O'Reilly. Please remember, this spin stops right here, because we're definitely looking out for you.